afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane. We're off here till 1 Mrs. 1 on Arnhem Checkpoint. The north it is TwistedTootsy, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. The Kampfgruppe Hohenstaufen. In the south it is IncaUna, fighting the king and country, the Commonwealth. Taking on the role here of the Guards Division, pushing its own way onwards towards Arnhem. We got defensive doctrine, strategic reserves doctrine, and German doctrine for TwistedTootsy with infantry, Panzer machine gun mine bulletins versus mobile assault, Vanguard operations, and tactical support with triple infantry bulletins there. Triple section start. And a Grenadier MG42 start there for TwistedTootsy. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. I know you probably don't want to keep hearing me say this, but I kind of got to do it, since otherwise YouTube tends to do awkward stuff, because YouTube is very much metrics driven. So, you know, got to try and push them up to benefit of me, and plus it helps you as well get more updates about the videos as well. Like, YouTube's just a mess. Anyways, as you also like, you can also, of course, donate or pledge on Patreon. Of course, while we're saying that, big thanks to my Patreon supporters, that which this will certainly not be possible as well. Grenadiers MD42 there. We got Western push here for TwistedTootsy. IncaUna here spreading up west and east. IncaUna probably a very driven British player, but one 90-man to play the Brits without necessarily being a massive troll about it, like some otherwise driven British players typically tend to be. So IncaUna tends to stand out there as a bit of a paragon of British play. Sections falling back here on the German fire here as they hold up behind the Noble Blitz. Section are running in the church. Single got ready before to being held up there by TwistedTootsy. Single escort there ready, moving up the eastern side here with the infantry section. And we got fast tech as well there for IncaUna. Might be some early sappers, could be another sniper, could be another settler for the AC Mark III. We shall see, of course, what IncaUna's planning. Section occupying the church, having themselves a nice sip of the altar wine. Using the points here. Note the way that TwistedTootsy is aggressively moving the infantry machine gun together here. Also avoiding getting bogged down in heavy firing in the centre, particularly as the British, you don't want to get caught up in like ceaseless attrition. It's literally something they can beat you with. Third section there for TwistedTootsy. Got the southern munitions, planning to connect that soon. What will TwistedTootsy do next here versus IncaUna? Who knows? Third Grenadier squad halfway down there. No sign of doctrine yet from either side. No bigger plans. There you go. German infantry, Deutsches Infantry, or Deutsche Infantry. We got there is 251-1 half-tack, or 250-1, veteran squad leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and fragmentation bombs. Sniper here for IncaUna, a nice little choice, and certainly something that further sets up for attritional play here versus TwistedTootsy. Of course, the German infantry, 250 half-tack. He could feasibly run that sniper down very fast. There you go, nice with the train here, quickly maneuvers up here, gets past TwistedTootsy's front line to hit the car on there. If I was going to counter-attack into that, he has ample forces nearby ready for that exact purpose. Yeah, that was news there. Gonna use the sections, catching up on all sides there. Shots being unleashed upon the Tommy. Shots fired, there you go, closing in here. Caught in a withering crossfire of German bullets. Machine gun probably needs to consider repositioning there. Starting to look less grand there for TwistedTootsy. Punching up here, section routed. How you finally going on there? We got the sun moving up here. In theory, of course, could be caught, but of course, along something spots the machine gun first. There you go. It's going to be a kill there. Ludwig drops dead as the sniper punches a hole in his hand. In fact, might just knock his head straight off there with an anti-tank rifle. Section pack in the church here. No flame for with TwistedTootsy to flush it out. I imagine we got tech there. Yes, indeed. Probably might, in fact, be tempted to go for the 250 half-tack to run down the sniper and ceaselessly murder him. We got the AC Mark III being ready, of course. IncaUna likely anticipating an armoured vehicle here as the counter to his sniper. See, on an open map like Arnhem Checkpoint, a fast vehicle can be a quite efficient way to deal with that. Section A corporate colonies, more colonies moving up here. Fluid fighting here as things are really heating up. Pioneers are going for the car point there. Sniper comes up. Machine gun remains there. AC Mark III on the way then before TwistedTootsy has any chance of getting up like vehicles. One of the British strong points. They can quickly get out that AC Mark III, which of course then back up whatever else they got going there. 250 half-tack. Well, unfortunately, run into quite an obstacle there. It's going to be hard for him to, of course, deal with the sniper. Not impossible, just tougher, and will require either catching with a bunch of Panzer shakes or a swarm of 2-2s, in which case it can be done. That way, IncaUna would need to like separate the sniper and the AC, in which case TwistedTootsy might have a chance there. Well, he's heading eastwards as well. Machine on the west push back. Yes, the sniper advances there. Forwards. inexorably. Then he's moving up towards the centre here. We've got a section in the church. Back here, reinforcement going for the pioneers, flying there from the way as well. AC Mark III there on the way for IncaUna. Note the marks basically just refers to like smaller variations. Well, made more smaller and smaller, but primarily they just relates to the gun. Like the first AC had a 30mm gun, second one had a 6-pounder gun, and then you finally had the 75mm gun on the AC Mark III. Little fun fact there. Sniper opening up there, Panzer Squad on the way there for TwistedTootsy, halfway done with that one, pushing towards Eastern Point. Panzer Squad they're almost done. There we go, we got the pioneers and the 250 half-track. 250 half-track usually relegated to the Aufklärers of a Panzer Division. That is the Armoured Reconnaissance Panzer Grenadiers. For the most part, they're just basically Panzer Grenadiers with a slightly different type and smaller half-tracks, really. Like, they were primarily used like that. The job was in theory to open up for, like, armoured cars to punch through holes in enemy lines, but they primarily just used, like, an extra infantry battalion that was mechanized in a Panzer Division. Little fun fact there. Pioneers popping out there fast. Half-track popping back, may be popping in the Panzer Grenadiers instead. Sniper opening up with the Grenadiers, gets a kill. Friedrich's dead. TwistedTootsy got a nice amount of map control here versus IncaUna. In fact, he'll soon have both munitions spawned down his control. That'll also be great for him. Back here, reinforcement. No sound they like to make a nice company. Half-track rushing ahead here, and he's going for the Panzerschreck bus. Seems like TwistedTootsy has a thing for rocket weaponry and vehicles. It's going to have to somehow catch the AC with that and destroy it. I mean, we can pull it off. It's going to be quite potent. Of course, if it fails, it's going to be a bit expensive there for TwistedTootsy. Fire up north section to the point. There you go. Panzerschreck ready. Obviously, you'd not fire Panzerschreck from a moving vehicle. I'm pretty sure of that. Mostly because of the back blast, which was quite lethal, to put it very mildly. In fact, to fire from a building, and while the Panzerschreck state you couldn't do that according to the manual. Technically you could, you just had to open up every window and door, and you had to remove everything, and then you also had to knock down walls, because always again the backblast would kill you. So little fun fact there. Same applies to Panzerfaust, by the way. Again, if you cleared out everything in the building, and again open every window, every door, knock down walls, you could also use that. So little fun fact there. Stormtroopers are adding the MP40s. Looks like he's not going to go for the Panzerschreck bus there. Or the Shrek taxi. Shrek? Not sad Shrek. Oh, I've always wanted to meet him. Shut up, Friedrich. But yeah, Stormtroopers from the 250 half-track is a very potent force, in particular as the British, since they have fewer snares. You can catch a section of guard, they can actually have a good chance of wiping it out there. Very fun stuff there. Unless you're on the receiving end, in which case, of course, not very fun stuff. But usually you're not doing this stuff for your opponent's benefit. Section moving up here. There you go. Caught here by the 250 half-track. Engagement up close. You can see that the section's health is dropping very rapidly. Again, like the Storms and the 250 half-track is just a fiendish combination. They can do a lot of damage. I think he got caught up in the terrain. Got caught up in the terrain there. Also, I think he could have run them down and murdered them spectacularly. Sappers moving up here, sniper opening on the machine gun, forcing it back. Far east, TwistedTootsy is even as you go finding in the centre and the west. It's also advancing up east, threatening there. IncaUna's fuel supply, thumbs up there. Slamming westwards with 10 kills. Seizing the western victory point there, hiding out. Attempting to at least, but sadly not quite panning out there for TwistedTootsy. We'll need to retreat those stormtroopers. Schnellen looks like the Panzerschrecks are back there in the 250 half-track. Back here, reinforcement done. No tech yet there. Might be playing like next one there. Going straight for the section. Obviously, with Panzerschrecks in, it's less impressive against infantry. But even then, the assault rifles still do some work. They're close. So there you go. Almost got it. Sniper lands a hit there on the half-track. Makes a pretty big hole in the side of the half-track, but no casualties. At least. Storms behind here by the cuff point. They got squad size increase on the Pioneers. Very nice there. For only 30 munitions, you get a fifth guy, which of course means you get more damage overall, but also you just get a fifth guy, which means more health and also fast repair and build speeds. I mean, there's really a lot of benefits here to the Pioneers, but it's not one most people consider when they actually go for German infantry. It's the Pioneers, but the Pioneers actually benefit a lot from it as well, even though they don't necessarily get all the bonuses a veteran Grenadiers leader gives out to the Grenadier squad. Plus, it's only half price. I'd buy a set for a Reichsmark. Vickers moving ahead here for IncaUna. AC Mark III moving westwards. These got with the section losing out pretty badly there. Worth noting, IncaUna has not bolstered the section. I believe IncaUna is one of the British players who tend not to be big into bolstering. I mean, that doesn't mean he doesn't know it goes for it, but he tends not to be necessarily as big on it, whereas for other British players it's like a must. Need to treat those Grenadiers. Would be a pretty big loss there for TwistedTootsy loses veteran scored the Grenadiers there right after he got the machine gun firestorms coming up. Quick Brandhand gun out of there, flung through the windows. Lighting things on fire. 250 happening up the Pioneers as well there. Got the AC moving in. Big awkward here. He's going to try and go for the sniper thing. Yeah, that's not going to pan out particularly well there for TwistedTootsy. Pantaker's moving up. Maybe he can sort of bait it in there. Oh, no. Half check, armoured car misses the half check. Close one there, and there we go. Retreating in the centre for IncaUna. Bit of an awkward dance there between TwistedTootsy and IncaUna, but TwistedTootsy seems to have won out nonetheless. And there you go. Second doctrine chosen is Vanguard operations, a regiment with raid operation, forward logistics glider, vehicle crew repairs, Vanguard operation crocodile, and the strafing support. Pantrix flying there, rockets mostly missing, though at least think one hit. Their storms are ready to go there, half check. Close veterans, one at which point it can reinforce troops near it, which would be great to help, of course, there to TwistedTootsy. East out the being claimed here by IncaUna and the Guards Armoured. As the Kampfgruppe Hohenstaufen continues to fight away there. No, Panzer divisions, but generally divisions as well, generally divisions general could be downgraded, at least in terms of names, to like a Kampfgruppe to highlight the division was nowhere near full strength. That was, for example, the case of the two SS Panzer divisions in Holland there, or the Netherlands, doing Operation Market Garden. They were not anywhere near full strength, and they were basically rated as Kampfgruppen. To highlight that. So a little fun fact there. Push into the eastern side here, the town centre by IncaUna. Section coming up there. AC coming up the... Nope, just charges straight up the centre. Dodges the punching, but at the same time not for long. There goes some hits rocketing in there. Half tech almost down. Need to retreat the stormtroopers. Smoke pop there. Might still have a chance there, but also a chance to lose the stormtroopers. So, yeah, lost the stormtroopers. That's great there for TwistedTootsy. Didn't get the AC Mark 3 to retreat the machine gun. Quite a few casualties here for TwistedTootsy in the centre against IncaUna, who is floating actually a surprisingly large amount of manpower. I'm guessing IncaUna is planning something, but they're not entirely sure what they're planning. Caches would be a great idea. Commandos, I suppose the officer in this kit would be great. And there you go, another stormtrooper scored out there for TwistedTootsy. Noting he has tacked up there, so support McCall could also be a great idea. Hitting the western fuel point. Moving into there with the Grenadier. IncaUna really should want to use some of that manpower. Feels a bit awkward there. Feels a bit awkward. And again, like calling in a Fort Logistics glider with the opposite could be, for example, quite potent here. Plus, you could call in plenty of commanders from it, which would put more pressure there on Mr. TwistedTootsy. There we go, we got sappers on the way there, and we do get tech as well. Suddenly there's a explosion there, plus an anti-tank gun. Good, good. Definitely want to be careful about flooding too much manpower at crucial times, particularly in the early game, early mid game. So you can quickly find yourself being overwhelmed, at which point no matter how much of manpower then spend can really help you catch up easily. So Paul McCart there. Could be an Austrian, could be a Panther here. More veterans squad are going to do this there. Fort TwistedTootsy in the west. This stormtroopers in this half to there wipes out a section. There you go. He can reinforce the Panthers if he wants to. Looks like he doesn't. He's pulling back the half tech. Mr. Machine, I think they're TwistedTootsy a bit in the centre. Machine gun there with the section support, pushing back TwistedTootsy's Grenadiers, but still he's managed to secure the eastern field there, keep it out of IncaUna's hands, and he'll soon reclaim the western one as well, I imagine. Storms with the 4 killed so far. That was, of course, the full section. He can go for the Panther 4 in a few moments, probably going with the AC on the field. That is why he's going for it. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen 4 being mobilised here for TwistedTootsy and the Kampfgruppe. And is they're reinforcing. And we got a crumb on the way here for IncaUna. But still, I think, consider going in here for a Ford Logistics glider. Wouldn't be a bad pick either. Would not be a bad pick either. After coming up, he probably... Is he going to reinforce them now? Stormtroopers hiding out, ready to hose up any advancing Tommies in Slafen. Oh, looks like they got spotted there. And pushed out. In these two, they got heavy fighting between Grenadiers and sections. Grenadiers are being heavily murdered out. He's sniper, they're doing heavy damage. Well, there you go. Another veteran squad upgrade. In this case, could actually become null and void as the second Grenadier squad gets wiped. But there you go, trying to go for the sniper. And, oh, close one there for IncaUna. Underestimate TwistedTootsy's tenacity and deviousness. Stormtroopers back to hiding here. AC continues to bombard away there. Cromwell almost done for IncaUna. Section rider there. Moving up there, cloak through cover. Oh, looks like looks like he wasn't paying attention. Moving ahead here, they're just going to get spotted soon. They do have a few seconds there, but they aren't noticed. But there you go, Pantrix arriving here, engaging the AC map, doing a bit of damage. Helps moving up, Panther already here, charging up on the eastern side. Helps being hosted down by the Stormtroopers. Up close, the Stormtroopers do a ton of damage, should not be underestimated. Chrome moving in here for IncaUna, getting the Stormtroopers. Pantrix flying, taking off several chunks of hits there on the AC map 3. Panther running through the center there, takes a hit from the anti-tank and there, piercing its side armor. Cromwell here as the Panther misses. Pantrix flying next. One rocket hits. Panther down to half health. Need to be careful there. TwistedTootsy 4-6-4-6. Shoots and misses down to less than a quarter of health then. Not great here for TwistedTootsy. Need to somehow get the Panther out there without losing it. Otherwise that could be quite expensive here for TwistedTootsy. In these Grenadiers, a machine gun they're about to encounter section, possibly wipe it. Cromwell the mover here. AC bit dinged up. Gonna need his Pioneers reinforced to fix out that Panther 4 in the east here. Eastern fuel pump once more to TwistedTootsy, and there we go. Finally get the Ford Logistics Glider unleashed upon the Hun. Swooping through the skies like a great majestic eagle, I guess. Made out of paper. I suppose sounds very British. A paper eagle. Anyways, popping out there with the forward of the air landing officer. Ground the eastern point. And we got the Panther being fixed up for TwistedTootsy. And he's holding up there, close to veteran 2-1. Sniper there, he's landed on the hit. 20 kills so far. So having quite an impact there on TwistedTootsy's forces. TwistedTootsy could also go for another Panther 4, which I think could give IncaUna there a bit of a hard time. West side here, AC map 3, almost good to go once more. Cromwell there, halfway to veteran 2-1. Machine gun holding up the centre. Machine gun also falling back since obviously the sniper's presence means the machine gun is not going to last long there. Stormtroopers popping into the half tech. He's very good at sort of just quickly switching in Stormtroopers or the Panzerjägers depending on what he needs and wants. Right here, though, he's charging straight at the anti-tank gun. Oh, managed to dodge it, but there's the tanks and armor car nearby. Pops out that Stormtrooper just in time. There you go. Almost gets the machine gun. Pops a grenade there on the anti-tank gun. Then goes here. Might be able to clear out the machine gun before it can get out of there. They could also get wiped out here with the Cromwell and the sniper. Trying his best here, but TwistedTootsy does need to cover the Stormtroopers. Oh, and unit preservation, particularly anything, does seem to be one of TwistedTootsy's weaknesses. There you go, Panzerjäger's up. There you go, good hits there on the Cromwell. Panther 4 trying to take out the sniper. Need to be careful. There you go, some hits there on the Panther 4 already. Gonna need to bring ahead here. Intense fighting around the church. Sap has wiped out another blow there to IncaUna and the British Army. And the Far East troops are bouncing up. They got the air landing officer creeping through the terrain there. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Stormtroopers heal themselves, and Grenadiers with the veteran squad upgrade can basically just do it for free. And they can mean also go heal other units. Need to retreat those Grenadiers. They're being hosed down here by the Vickers machine gun, reinforcing it from nearby. Sniper getting healed up. So rocket hits there on the Cromwell, taking it out there. And another Panther 4 there for TwistedTootsy. IncaUna rather deprived of fuel at the moment due to TwistedTootsy's aggressive action there on the far right flank. Thumbs up to TwistedTootsy on that one. Panther moving ahead here for the German army. Die Panzerkampfwagen 4. Machine hose away at the frontal armor there. Trying to take out the sniper with the Panther 4, not quite panning out there. Far east. Machine gun there is the section. Might want to get some more troops over to assist. And particularly since the left flank is now wide open to the air landing officer. Grenadiers healing up. Back here, troops reinforcing. Or except the Stormtroopers, in fact, they are not. And there you go, machine gun needs to get out of there now. Got the air landing officer hot on the heels there with their Sun and Sten guns. Showing no mercy. And there you go, Panther 4 dispatch. Second one also arriving here for TwistedTootsy. And the comfortable Hornstab. And there you go, officer sees one man goes down right in front due to the Panther 4. And we got there the heroic, or the officer charge. In fact, they're doing the reverse charge there towards the base. Cromwelling up here, half to death there almost. Close to veterans 1 though. Panther 4 there. Close to veterans 1. Second Panther 4 moving up to support. Pioneers need to retreat soon before they get slaughtered here beneath a withering storm of firepower here from IncaUna's forces. Panzerjäger goes again for another volley of rockets on the Cromwell. Taking down to less than half health. Good work there. We got 405 to 412. We got troops going to secure the centre. West side is active wide. And we have push for IncaUna. Back here, troops reinforcing and whatnot there for TwistedTootsy. Panther 4's on the move. Great hit from the anti-tank gun. Panther Force chatting hit there. There you go. One stand up there. Panther 6 moving in there. Not sufficient infantry support here. Feel like it's been a mistake there. Need to get the Panther out there. Almost got the AC. Need to get the Panther out there. Panther Jägers there close being wiped out. Need to get that Panther 4. Almost got the section though. Charging in with the other Panther 4 now. Yikes. Lost the Panther 4 there. Not great. We got a fragmentation bomb called in. And he's sending in the Panther 4. Now again, there's no support here, which is really risky comparatively. You can consider that IncaUna's in nearby. Fragmentation bomb gets the anti-tank gun. Stands up the Cromwell. He does get the AC, but needs to get the Panther 4 out. I also don't think this was a good engagement. Even then, it may still not be a great one. Still, he got some damage in there. I don't think a Panther 4 for an AC Mach 3 was quite worth it. Also far west, we got harassment there. Storm could be dispatched to deal with it. Back here, troops reinforcing. Continue to go for another Panther 4 here. Season Eastern fuel point. Oh, not quite finishing the job there. And there you go, caught here in the apple orchard. The stormtroopers appear. Ready to unleash a ripe harvest of lead to the Tommies. How about these apples? But they're not apples, Jürgen. They're bullets. It's a joke, Friedrich. Now shut up. He's moving up here. Trying to land some hits. We need to be careful out in the open. Great hit on the Cromwell there by the Panther 4. I want to just try and destroy the anti-tank gun. Deny to IncaUna, to be honest, rather than focus on the Cromwell there. There you go, troops being suppressed, cash is piling up, and then corpses scattered all over the place. Back here, good to go. Second Panther almost ready. Back in IncaUna's base. He can soon go for another Cromwell. There you go. More British army being brought to the front line as well. TwistedTootsy so far in good control here versus IncaUna. IncaUna will need to do something a bit more spectacular. I think to turn the game around there. Now he has to hope that TwistedTootsy makes a really big mistake. I mean, that can happen. But it's usually not what you want to be like banking on. Gonna use the machine gun. Stormtroopers moving up. 12 kills, Vetsy 2, Brandhandgranate being flung there through the window. Another Panzerkampfwagen 4 for TwistedTootsy. Commander there, or officer being held up and the Panther 4 fire. Could consider calling in a commander squad he wants to, but I guess that's not in the interest there of IncaUna and the British Army. Big push for the centre here by IncaUna to do something a bit more drastic. I think turn games around there, but we'll just have to see. Maybe it works out here if TwistedTootsy makes a mistake in response to this assault. Gonna use inside the church there, being hammered from all sides. Tabs there fighting the Panther 4 there into tank grenades. Didn't quite damage the engine there. And there you go, Panther Jägers on the job. Pushing the Cromwell down to half, and there you go. Panther 4 gets it there, Vetsy 2 added, shoots and ready. Second Cromwell on the spot though. Shoots, gets a kill on the Panther Jägers, down to his 3 men, half health. And there we go. Panzerkampfwagen 4 ready. So that's 2 tanks versus 2 tanks. IncaUna's and TwistedTootsy Vetsy 2 tanks definitely need repairs though. Worth noting, IncaUna is flooding a ton of munitions. I'm surprised we haven't seen any grenades being researched, at least weapon racks or Bren guns. Like, he typically tends to be a bit better. There you go, finally got the snowball. Big win there for TwistedTootsy, big win. But still, feel like IncaUna benefit a lot from spending some of its munitions. Mines, grenades, light machine guns, just something I feel like needs to be spent there. Definitely been inefficient against opponent with lots of vets and squadron gun these plus the other stuff. Not to upgrade your sections at all. That definitely feels a bit too inefficient for my taste. I mean, he doesn't of course have to go for vets or the bolster section, but at least Bren guns and grenades I think could take him quite a bit away then, particularly when he has so many munitions floating about. That is a bit of an oversight. We got 403 versus 305. Troops sneaking up the far west here with only half the section left. Bit ambitious. Back here, still no weapon racks, still no upgrades. Hard to say there what IncaUna is planning except fixing up this Cromwells. Twitches embarked here with this Panther 4 gun here for the glider and destroying it. It's showing that nothing goes out of that one anymore. 6 Panther gun light, going to have to deal with the Hun armor. Not a bad idea at all, not a bad idea. There were Cromwell sneaks in a hit there on the rear of the Panther 4. Western fuel point almost ceased. Eastern one there, not quite seized there by TwistedTootsy. He's clearly got men on it. Possibly top men. Possibly not.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
Grab the eastern point. Bit of quad there. Bring up commando officer and the section wing in there. Could catch the gunners in a bit of a tight spot. Both Cromwell's almost good to go there for IncaUna. The situation remains a bit dangerous. And there you go. Grenade chucked. Light gun bomb goes off. Does no real damage. This has got Betty 2 there. This could get wiped out here. TwistedTootsy and Quarter there. Go emancipate them into the machine gun there. Good play. But they get out of the line of fire there. Nice work for IncaUna. There we go, both tanks good to go. Machine gun repositioning. Not bad either, going caught by the offset. There we go, we got the offset charge. He's probably going to pop a light gun bomb here on the machine. It's actually quite bunched up. Bit of mistake there with TwistedTootsy and the assault air pan, the machine gun there. Looks like it's going to be wiped out. Bit of blow there. Two TwistedTootsy Panzers rushing in there. But Cromwell's coming to flank that and destroy it. TwistedTootsy I think might be erecting a bit. We got the Panzers nearby, that might also work. We got a third Panzer for TwistedTootsy. Things are heating up quite considerably. Officer taking amount of losses. Cromwell's rushing hit, red hit from the Panzer 6. Panther 4, they're blitzing away. Cromwell's don't care about the Panzer 6 machine guns personal, in fact. To increase the rate of fire and also their accuracy. Pinned down to the fact, which of course means they can't shoot it on. There you go, a wipe on TwistedTootsy's Panzer Jägers. A significant blow, so that was quite helpful there versus IncaUna's Cromwell's. Of course, he'll soon have 3 Panzer 4, so not the biggest blow. There's 6 Panzer gun ready, and there you go. Charging the Panzer 4 there. Shots are the missing, a bouncing except for a single anti-tank on hit. That's pretty lucky there for TwistedTootsy. Pretty bad luck there for IncaUna. But there you go. More shots going off there. Panzer 4 down to half health. TwistedTootsy beginning to extract his Panzer 4. No, he isn't actually. Oh dear. Actually a mistake here by TwistedTootsy. And there you go. IncaUna exporting it further with strafing support. Betty 2 Panzer 4 down here. Definite mistake there by TwistedTootsy. Might have gone overconfident of his opponent. Main gun out, saying the other Cromwell going out. Another Panzer 4 down. Rocket strafing through, causing considerable damage amongst TwistedTootsy's infantry and armoured forces. A massive blow there to TwistedTootsy and the German army. The Kampfgruppen Hohenstaufen is short 2 tanks. And the British Guards Armoured Division is short none. That is a big blow there, and that's going to hurt TwistedTootsy quite a bit. And particularly since Panzer 4 is in no condition to fight the now virtually 2 Cromwell, almost virtually 3 there. That is pretty big if IncaUna can actually begin now creating a comeback. There you go, 2 Grenadiers crushed beneath the treads of the Cromwell. Trying to retreat here. IncaUna needs to advance far. There you go, aircraft shut down, machine recruit. Back here, troops reinforcing and healing, I imagine. It's got plenty of manpower. Maybe calling on another glider to then get out some commanders. Could be an idea here for IncaUna. All the way rapidly seizing points there. It's got self-repairs and we've got regular repairs going there, and ensuring the Cromwell is good in fighting action soon. Panzer 4 being fixed up. TwistedTootsy may have to consider Stoogs now. Troops healing reinforcing inside his base. Vickers on the way there for IncaUna. No fuel caches though, so I think you could benefit a bunch from that as well. Sappers and the officer there on watch here. Stand gun silenced and not ready to shoot at any advancing hands. Sturmgeschütz 3 ausführlich there for TwistedTootsy. Grenadiers moving up. Second court here. Under fire there we go. Another fragmentation bomb ready here for TwistedTootsy if it comes down to it. Cromwell up. Shoots, misses. Panzer 4 flanking up behind the Cromwell. There go. Great hit from the Panzer 4. Cromwell shoots and bounces. Panzer 4 the Cromwell. There doesn't have the problem there for IncaUna. Other Cromwell is not nearby to meet the assist. There's a chance for TwistedTootsy to take out the Cromwell. Of course, at the same time, he should consider if he wants like overextend and risk losing the Panzer 4 in return. If, say, TwistedTootsy flanks, or IncaUna, I mean, flanks behind him and destroys his Panzer 4 that way. So he, of course, needs to be a bit mindful of this. But there you go. He's a bit ready to disengage in case of that. There we go. Great hit here. Could see another Panther 4 disabling the engine of another Cromwell. Nope, misses the opportunity in the fire. So we've got further fighting here. Sappers perspective with the Grenadiers. Advancing one from the eastern fuel point. Very good. Another Cromwell there for IncaUna. Lots of medium tanks here from both sides of this engagement. Sappers around here with the Grenadiers packed up with the HMG-42. Machine gun there. Right in time, the man to hold up the Grenadiers there. And at ace level close range versus units negative cover, it's going to absolutely rip apart their TwistedTootsy Grenadiers. And he does realise this, though. Even then, he suffers several casualties from the squad. We got 377 to turn 9. We got the Stroog moving eastwards, leaving the Panther bit onto its own devices. Cromwell's back to being repaired, including one almost ace Cromwell there. Third one almost done. Season Eastern fuel again, and there you go. Triple Cromwells there versus one Panther 1 Stroog there for TwistedTootsy. He may have to consider bringing up more Sturmgeschütz. Panther's the vacancy in the west, forcing it back. Advancing swiftly up the eastern side sections, backed up, but the Cromwell going for the Grenadiers. Need to treat those soon, I think. The Grenadiers, that is, machine coming up, but again, versus a Cromwell, that machine gun is not going to hold very long. And we got more punch here for TwistedTootsy. Is he planning more punch there? Is it just more anti-infantry? Hard to say. Stroog has the machine gun there ready on top. A bit of added anti-infantry. Back here, trust reinforcing. Panzer Grenadier almost down there for TwistedTootsy. We've got a fragmentation bomb off here. Storms with infiltrating, going for the machine gun. Cheeky. Oh, what are you doing, Twisted? He almost murdered his own men, though. That's less great. Stroog there to manage to hit the stunned Cromwell there, which got stunned by the fragmentation bomb. Shot and miss for the second shot there. And disengages rather than pushes luck here versus IncaUna. I think that's a great idea there by TwistedTootsy. Sturmgeschütz falling back. Troops are reinforcing, sending eastwards there. You got the Panzer Grenadier here. Will he add the support package? Looks like the answer to that one is 9. At least fun. Oh, there we go. We do get the support package. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Sandbagging around the centre. Panther forming eastwards. Stroog also trying to go eastwards. I'm getting issues there with panthering. Panzer does a section in the centre. Cromwelling up, shoots. And we got the anti-tank support as well. Panther on the right flank. Backing up the main infantry push there. Up TwistedTootsy. Panzer then need to retreat. Stroog moving up, shoots. And gets a good hit there. Close to it in Joanna. That Sturmgeschütz 3 aus from G. Far east section holding up there. Stroog falling back down to 5 from British anti-tank guns. Good hit there though. Gain 22 as it appears the ace Cromwell's armour. And there goes section routed by the sheer numbers. The TwistedTootsy unleashed there. Stormtroopers back in base there. Good to go for TwistedTootsy. They just need the order. TwistedTootsy not far off from another Stroog. And 2 Stroogs I think should give him a pretty good fighting chance versus triple Cromwells. And particularly launch a good flank and bypass the anti-tank gun. At least for a while. Looks like IncaUna's getting ready for another assault. He's also keeping the anti-tank gun ready to probably deal with the Stroog. We're seeing him come the anti-tank, so he can't just rush it with infantry, though the left flank is a bit exposed, meaning he has to rely on everything working there. Goes Stroog, makes a mistake, they charge too far ahead without any repairs. Definite throw there by TwistedTootsy in the Stroog, wasted a good assault gun. And that's a big win there for IncaUna, of course, since there's one less threat to his armour. Gunners have close been crushed there as well. Mostly, in fact, got caught there. Only 2 men survive. Not great there for TwistedTootsy. Also, you can see there IncaUna's being at the west side now, putting more pressure on TwistedTootsy. Very good there by IncaUna. Thumbs up. Thumbs down to the very consistent manpower for got going. I'm definitely less than impressed by that. Gunners are reinforcing. Self-repairs quickly being enacted here by IncaUna's armour. Ace Cromwell sending out with another one there. Going to sit for the Panther, which does gain maybe 2 shots and added. He should go for another Stroog, I think. Shots bouncing on both sides. Management to assist. Panther took a direct penetrating hit there. I think most of it, well, can't even take another hit to be honest. Need to fall that one back for repairs. Further up north, they need to fix it up fast. In the west side here, we got the fuel pumping ceased, cutting off and denying TwistedTootsy a valuable source of fuel. We got 363% on 27. TwistedTootsy still has a big victory point by IncaUna here, but is otherwise having a bit of issues there. We got another Sturmgeschütz 3 aus from G there. I was about to say you could use mark target, but it only works if they aren't retreating. Maybe you do try it there, you won't get a bonus on it. The apparently do manage to land it before they retreat, you know, and they then retreat and still last, apparently you still get the bonus on them, so it has some benefits there as well. But a good ability to do flick it. So look, there you go, Cromwell's in there, force retreat, and the Panzer Grenadier. We've got more infantry nearby, but no armour. Stroog is almost done, the Panther 4, it's also being repaired here. Versus 2 Cromwells, the Panther will just get demolished. Could maybe try and Panzerfaust it. Panzer 4, they're good to go. There we go. Panzerfaust on the Ace Cromwell. Gonna use some man to dodge every shot. It's really lucky there for TwistedTootsy's Grenadiers. Panzer arrives, shoots, misses. Stormtroopers trying to avoid there the Cromwell while also staying out hidden. Panzer 4 shoots, misses. Stuke 3, G number 2 there for Twisted around and sending grenades around here, the section of the Victor's machine inside the church. Storms there taking heavy cash from Cromwell. Panther 4 waiting for the Stuke before pushing here for IncaUna's arm on the west side. He's actually extended a bit there with no serious support. Panther 4 going for the Ace Cromwell. I feel like he should have gone for the more healthy one there, since that one's going to be, further forwards, but he probably has a chance to get the Ace Cromwell. He pursues aggressively. At least on these course keeps infantry clear nearby. And there you go, going for it here. Can he catch? There you go, good hit. We got air support called in though, preventing, I think, TwistedTootsy from pursuing for too long. Close one there, but not quite enough. Cromwell there, going straight for the Stuke. Not great for TwistedTootsy. Less than a quarter of health. The rocket screaming through the airs, landing amongst the apple trees, but getting no hits. There we go, Cromwell down. Need to get the Stuke out of there. Schnell makes it 2. Cromwell takes a hit there. Almost got the Stuke there. Might try and defeat on there. Go, Panzerjäger's up. Stuke down. That's another Stuke down for TwistedTootsy. Consider those losses there, and he could actually go for another one, but he needs to be more careful about how he handles his Stukes, I think. He needs to really just work on getting out more than one at a time. Rockets flying there and missing the Panther 4 narrowly there. TwistedTootsy is definitely taking a brave beating here from IncaUna. And he's going to need to do some hard work to turn this around here, I think, versus his opponent. We got 270 versus 127. He still has the victory point lead. But he's trying to build up forces because when he gets something new, he loses it, which is less than great for him. Meanwhile, IncaUna is starting to really get with his unit preservation. He's not lost a single Cromwell now. At least he's not lost any notable ones after that. So he's overall got a much larger armor force than TwistedTootsy.
Supply lines being cut.
So that's something that TwistedTootsy needs to work on. Like, he needs to keep his Stukes alive for long enough to get more than one. And needs to aim to actually get more than one. Since 2 Stukes can very quickly do a lot of damage to enemy armor. And actually have a good chance of finishing off before the tanks can escape.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And to keep up there. Oh, he's going to pop an integrate in the machine gun. That'll also expose the Stormtroopers there. In the west, we're going for the western victory point. We got 256. We've also got finally a fuel catch up for IncaUna. Nice. That's been another problem there for TwistedTootsy in the longer match. Stuke ready. Panther when we hit leading the way here. Direct hit on the Cromwell. Machine gun being slowly burned out. Stuke following up here. Going here for the catch in the section. Ooh, could be a loss, I think. IncaUna if he's not careful. But there you go. Cromwell on the flank here. Machine gun cleared out. Lost there for TwistedTootsy. Shots going through there. Some of the armor of TwistedTootsy's Panzerwaffe, also on IncaUna's armor. Stuke almost knocked down again. Moving in the Panther with a block shot. Bounces. That was really lucky there for TwistedTootsy. Gun is moving up. Panther 4 though bounces several shots on the miss. Wow, talk about lucky there for TwistedTootsy. Can't grab that machine gun. That's going to hurt him. We got 249 versus 527. Need to fix up all of his Panzerwaffe. And again, needs to bring up more than one Stuke at a time. Troops have been forcing healing. Back here sections digging in by the eastern fuel or victory point. Vorabend pioneers their hard work on the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Back here troops reinforcing and healing for TwistedTootsy and the Kampfgruppe Hohenstaufen as IncaUna and the Guards on Division lines up for another assault. Sappers moving about, they're repairing the Cromwells, beaten up of course as they are. Almost got that Stuke to go. There you go. Finally bring up another Stuke. Machine gun destroyed, denying it to TwistedTootsy. So there you go. Now TwistedTootsy may just have a chance of having 2 Stukes at the same time, and of course need to work them together till they form a pretty solid anti-tank team there that can quickly tear through most British armor rapidly. Hammer tactics, meaning comet here potentially there for IncaUna. Very good. He does like those comets, and you can make good use of them. I would like to note Stuke heading westwards there, around the western point here with the Grenadiers. Needs to be careful not to then spread his Stukes out too thinly. There you go. Second Stuke just about ready there for TwistedTootsy. Oh, lost the Stormtroopers, the Gammon Bomber. Quite a blow there for TwistedTootsy. He's lost his Panzerjägers as well. He's lost his Stormtroopers. TwistedTootsy's unit preservation has definitely taken a bit of a dive here. Though again, TwistedTootsy does tend to struggle with unit preservation as the match goes on. It's one of his larger weaknesses. In many ways, he is a sharp commander. And they're crushed beneath the treads of the Panther 4. Second shot goes off. Yes, spreading out the Stooks, that's definitely not tactically advisable from my perspective. Not tactically advisable. Second taking heavy damage here. And taking that integrate in the Panther 4. Almost landing a wipe there, but not quite. Cromwell's moving towards the centre here for IncaUna and the British Army. Pushing in the church here. And we got fresh Stormtroopers for TwistedTootsy, a clear believer in the supremacy of the Stormtroopers. Now, he obviously just was a believer in unit preservation. Meanwhile, IncaUna back to floating a lot of manpower. Again, needs to be careful about that. More caches could be an idea. Commanders, as they feel like, could be an idea as well for IncaUna. He's also lost his old officer. And the west here, we got the Sappers. We got this lone Stuke moving up there. Other Stuke hanging back here. It's ready to back up the Panther 4. But he might risk losing the Stuke here in the west because, again, he's sending it alone. Almost. And meanwhile, IncaUna, of course, is very wisely operating his crumbles to get them larger forces. Trying to call in fragmentation bombs to make this harder. But, and while he can start to attack, the problem is just, like, all these crumbles versus one Stuke on its own is not going to really help with the fragmentation bomb. And that's really the issue. He wants the Stukes to work together, so he can use that reasonably high rate of fire range to sort of quickly just tear through armor in a couple of shots. When he just, like, keeps it in one-on-one, like, you know, they're just going to get isolated and destroyed. Smoke stream down here, still got a crumble. But cost TwistedTootsy quite a few Stukes to get there. Meanwhile, IncaUna, of course, quick to replace the lost crumble there. Stuke disengaging alongside the Panther 4. He can soon go for another Stuke. Troops on the Eastern Victory Point here. We got 213 plus on 18. Now they're entertaining there for IncaUna. Troops advancing on the centre of the Stormtroopers with MP40s. Smoke stream down there, very good machine coming up. Note the Germans used a variety of submachine guns, not just the MP40. They also used captured third submachines. They captured millions of them. In fact, they converted roughly 1 million to using German ammunition. Fun fact. Bring up there in the centre victory point. Almost got the cache there knocked out. Very good. They also used other patterns like the MP34, I believe, or the 32, which look very similar in some ways, at least sort of at first glance, to the Sten gun.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Captured a bunch of those from the Danish and the Austrians, who produced them and they just used them themselves. Gems to this, fun fact there. Cromwell on the eastern side, on this is the sections. Second Stuke halfway done. And there's a need to retreat. We got 208 versus 118. Advance on the western point, need to capture his cut off on that. Of course, Stuke there again on its own. Really needs to be careful about that. Well, the Stuke is an amazing piece of work. It's not that kind of piece of amazing work. It's not a King Tiger that's somehow more mobile, you know. It's an assault gun. Sheng Stuke there, good to go for TwistedTootsy. Almost got the Western Victory Point. Lost another infantry, this time again to the escort. TwistedTootsy will need to replace that one. Telemines there, not a bad idea. Once more, we get these sort of concerted pushes here by IncaUna with his tanks. He's always getting ready to back them up with other troops there in the centre. We've got Panther 4 here. Oh, looks like took out a section. Bit of blow there to Twisted or IncaUna. Stuke this now waiting the crumbles here, but need to be careful again with the anti-tank gun, which he is supporting with. Second one here, Storm's being suppressed, need to retreat, and now Western pumping seized here by IncaUna's sappers. Cromwell's on the move, Stuke falling back. Punch going to be there for TwistedTootsy. Stuke lands a nice hit. Other Stuke is nowhere need to be seen to support the first one. Another hit there from the Stuke. And yeah, two Stukes. I think these crumbles have suffered much greater damage. There you go, finally moving the other Stuke towards where the first one is, I believe. Eastern side open up, and we can see there TwistedTootsy is in fact dispatching a veteran Grenadier Squad there to deal with that. Punts are going to be there ready for TwistedTootsy. Adding the support package once more. Storms reinforcing. 195 is 112.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Seizing the eastern point here. Panzer 4 by the ace level. Good work there by TwistedTootsy. A pocket tiger, if you will. Fixing up. In fact, fun fact, the Panzer 4 with the armoured skirt was actually commonly mistaken by the Allied, in particular less experienced troops, for the Tiger tank. As they sort of had a, again, in its inexperienced viewer, a sort of roughly similar silhouette. So they were mistakenly reported as Tiger tanks when they got destroyed. Little fun fact there.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Stuke hanging back. And he's splitting them up. Not good. In fact, Stuke commanders were instructed not to split up the Stukes under their command. Like they were supposed to be kept together. So definitely a bit of a mistake there by TwistedTootsy. Going against the proper handling of Sturmgeschütz. Thumbs down. Again, I feel like we've been doing a lot more damage to these Croms. Are going to be just work the Stukes together, damn it. Stuke halfway to V2 and still going to get a hit there. Another hit there from the Stuke, very close with two other Stuke charging through the centre here. Feel like, yeah, he's going to take needless fire there and damage. Stuke almost knocked out here already. Definitely inefficient there by TwistedTootsy. Back here, healing reinforcement. We'll have to see what it goes for next. Another Stuke, an Ostwind. More infantry. And we're trying to hit back up with the Stuke. Need to calculate the entangle. Still landing some hits there. Almost with 200 Sturmgeschütz. Almost got the Cromwell. Can land it, but he's about to lose his Panzer 4. And down it goes. Got a Cromwell, but I would say an Ace Panzer 4 for Cromwell is not a great trade. In particular, so that Cromwell was not the same level of experience. So, bit of a wasteful attack there by TwistedTootsy. Again, and he just worked those Stukes together. I think this would have worked a lot better for TwistedTootsy, to be honest. You know, properly with infantry support or so. In which case, he would have say attack with the Panzer 4, the Stukes backed up against the arm, and then infantry could have rushed in to tank and clear that out. But instead, it kind of just happened a bit more haphazard, piecemeal, and just never really able to concentrate sufficient forces to really make a big push. He got a section in the east, but IncaUna just keeps replacing whatever tank he singly loses. And TwistedTootsy's just trying to keep up with these losses. He's got. Oh, he's going for another Stuke. He's going for triple Stuke. Stuke drilling. With that, can he actually then work the Stuke together? Will he insist on having each Stuke and its far away sector? Apparently mistaking Stukes with the proton packs and Ghostbusters. Never cross the Stukes. Not how it works, Twisted. This isn't Ghostbusters. And it's going to be this moving up, head back up at the Stormtrooper Stuke. They're almost good to go. If you're willing to take a few liberties with the definition of good to go. Another section there for IncaUna. And another Cromwell out there. Stuke on the eastern side. Veteran Stuke almost good to go as well. And we got another Stuke there that puts him at 3 Stukes. A slightly under strength Stuke platoon. Stuke Zook. Cromwell up eastern side. Got one Stuke ready to back up there. That one is close to veteran to 1. Second Stuke moving east was there as well. Very good. We got 138 plus 106. Rotated from the Sturmgeschütz, piercing the frontal arm of the Cromwell there. There we go. Looks like we're actually getting coordinated Stuke movements there from TwistedTootsy. Finally. Finally. Now the question is, of course, can he work them together? Because again, like, he can work them together. He can actually do some serious damage there to IncaUna's Cromwells very fast. Of course, he still needs to like grab the victory points. We got a movement here. Stormtrooper sneaking up. One Cromwell left behind to defend. There he's actually splitting up his tanks. That's beneficial for TwistedTootsy again if he can catch the rest with his Stukes. Oh no, he's starting to split up his Stukes again. And he's in particular splitting up the veteran Stuke from the rest of the force. That's definitely the more dangerous one there. Don't do it, TwistedTootsy. Don't do it. Oh my god, he is doing it. I was planning to go for 4 Stukes, in which case he'd then with 2 separate detachments, which could work. But so far it looks like he's not going for it. Though he should then. Cromwell there apparently sensed them, so begins firing away there. Bring up the actually 2 Stug there, fragmentation bomb in again, trying to clear it out here. I feel I should have called it in the anti-tank, to be honest. Like, I will say this though, I really haven't seen anyone use the fragmentation bombs primarily a thing to just stun up tanks, which is clearly what TwistedTootsy is doing. Like, it's a lot tougher to pull off and a lot riskier, and obviously also a lot more expensive by extension. But I mean, I can sort of see the logic in it, but it's definitely not what I'd recommend or even advise. I mean, to like experience this, like, you know, if you really want to do it, go ahead, but I really suggest you don't. I mean, I suppose if you're like super skillful with the fragmentation bomb, you can make it work, but you know, it's still pretty damn tricky. So we got the other Stug not to back up the veteran Stug. I mean, we've just one Stug here to defend with the point with the Grenadier squad there. We got 107 versus 106 versus 106 actually now. Another anti-tanking out, triple anti-tank versus triple Stug. That's gonna be a problem there. We got more stormtroopers good to go, of course, and we finally got another Panther 4 there. He's lining up for the assault on the western point. Can he pull it off? I mean, if he were to sneak up some infantry here, could probably sneak up, hit the anti-tank and clear up the left side then, sort of allow him to more easily seize the point. It seems like TwistedTootsy is less in the mood for like grand maneuvers there. They're like just decent maneuvers. Section nothing up there. Puzzling gaining the section there. Stug's hanging back. Halfway to the ace level on that one. Stormzy under fire from the Cromwell. Going for the anti-tank there, clearing up with the Stormtroopers. Very good move. He could try and recruit it with some of his own stuff. And get some troops that are Stug to be careful. Of course, still getting rid of one anti-tank is helpful there for TwistedTootsy. The more he can get rid of, the better. Comes wing westwards. And there he goes, Stomps under fire. I mean, he's kind of hiding in obvious places, so it's easy here for IncaUna knows where to fire. Stomps needs to get out of there, or at least get into a slightly better position. Stug moving up, hitting it from the anti-tank gun, the other one. Stomps down just one. There you go, air support called in here by IncaUna. Honestly, he may just want to consider going for an Osman the 70 Panzer 4. He just have to deal with air support, so he quickly negate the strafing support. Stug there quickly being separated from the rest, Panther 4 support. Rockets flying in there, go. Looks like almost the rockets took out the Cromwell there. They want to try a tag or heat shell here, possibly. Shot fired, shot bounces or misses. Another hit there. He's still fighting here under fire from the strafings, come from the strafing support. Panther moving in, Stug moving in, forward, backwards. Hit there. We got 98 versus 89. It's ultimate to grab the center. TwistedTootsy almost got this fight here under control. He's quickly breathing out IncaUna. Rocket screaming through the air. Panther 4 mostly avoids it. Big armoured push here by IncaUna in the west. Eastern side being claimed here. The British Army need to get some troops in there fast. Could maybe move the Panther 4 with some support there. 74 points left here for IncaUna versus TwistedTootsy's 98. Stug moving ahead there again. Need to be careful. Direct hit here. Almost got the Cromwell there. Can get rid of that. Something huge there for TwistedTootsy. And gets the Cromwell. He's actually now has an arm advantage over IncaUna. There you go. Lost the Stug, but there you go. Ace Stug versus the Ace Cromwell. Hit a landmine. Almost covered. There's an anti-tanker nearby. Will he try to take it out? There you go. He's actually going to risk it. There's an anti-tanker in the way, though. There's no support nearby for TwistedTootsy, so if this doesn't work out, it's going to be quite expensive. Lost the Stug there. Got the Ace Cromwell, and then raised A with the Ace Stug, which is also faster. Eastern points got it's 90 points left versus 65. Things on the balance here for TwistedTootsy. He's actually managed something resembling a comeback. All of IncaUna's tanks are ablaze. He's still floating a lot of manpower. Really bad habit there by IncaUna. I mean, at this point, you should just call in commanders on the points. Get it done with. But TwistedTootsy needs to get on those points. Need to get in there fast. He may consider actually going for a half track just to rush out those points fast and then combine with the sword and hold to quickly grab them. Almost got an anti-tank, and there we go. Another Cromwell there for IncaUna. Stormtrooper moving ahead here. No. Assault and hold, which again will allow the Stormtrooper just to single-handedly clear out all those sappers, I think, almost. Particularly support from the other Stormtrooper, but there isn't any. Going for the eastern point here with the Panther Grenadier. Grenadiers moving up. They should get some troops in the centre. There we go. Still a Sunburst help and hold. Really overlooked ability there, in particular by TwistedTootsy at the moment. Remember, it doesn't just boost your unit's firepower, which the infantry, which is great. It also allows you to really very swiftly grab points, and that's actually really powerful. On kind of occasions, just allow you to like sneak back and steal a win like he possibly could here. We'll have to see if he actually does it. I mean, we've got 44 to 65, but it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. Almost got the centre weak point. Each one being seized here. We got section with the Stormtroopers. No tactical advance here. We got 4 digits glider here. Still assault and hold here from TwistedTootsy. Almost got it. We got 42 versus 65. Panther 4 taking heavy damage from the tank. It's going to be routed. Stug hanging back here. A Stug. 62 versus 42. 60 versus 42. Crom moving in there. Commanders versus Stormtroopers. We got tactical advance though. Probably not the best timing there. Stug versus the Cromwell. Oh, there's about a bit too much. And there you go. We got raid operation. Allowing him to grab points quickly. So this is effectively using the British version of it, which doesn't give his boots a combat boost. There you go. Almost got it though with the fragmentation bomb. Far east here. We got Panthers holding back the section. Grab the fuel point there. 42 versus 56. Gonna be a close one here. Gonna be a close one. But again, using abilities like they can just quickly out to seize as much as you can. And stop a bleed there. So 2 thumbs up to IncaUna. Meanwhile, back here, troops reinforcing healing for TwistedTootsy. Should go for more armor. And I feel like a half-track still should be considered just to quickly rush up those points and grab them. Now the Panther 4 there for TwistedTootsy. Still no sign of the half-tracks. No sign of the Schützenpanzerwagen here. We got 37 versus 56. Storms with that 9 kills. Betsy 2. Panther 4 they're almost done. It's going to be a close one for sure. 33 versus 56. 32. Machine gun section holding up the western point here. Center one is activated mode. We got machine gun there as well. Got 2 units holding up here. He may want to get a Stormtrooper laying on boobs. That's probably going to mean he doesn't have munitions for assault and hold, which I think is all going to be crucial here. Stormtrooper up there. He's using the Stormtrooper again just to move up their cloak to just grab points. Vanguard gone out of there. Oh, smoke grenade. Actually, still gets suppressed there. Pani's moving up. Stug nearby. 25 points left there for TwistedTootsy. Should launch anything assault from here and then sort of sneak up, hit the side here. Since oh, he's not expecting forces east, which may not be necessary then. Punish the section. Machine gun still nearby. Panther moving westwards. They go great in the section. Assault and hold there's available. We got a cannon bomb off. Oh, he retreats in time. We got Stormtroopers up, but where are they? Where are they? Oh, they're arriving off map. Section right here could push the 2 Panther force for here. If he just waited a bit, he could then called in from, say, here, hit the point while popping assault and hold. We got 16 versus 56. Can TwistedTootsy grab the point and win this? Or will it be IncaUna's win? Panther force rushing ahead here, pursuing the section. Need to focus on the victory points, though. The victory points. There you go. Troops moving up here. Remember TwistedTootsy. Assault and hold. Assault and hold. A Stug moving up here. He's got all 3 points, but he's still bleeding out. Assault and hold, TwistedTootsy. Assault and hold. Pinned down there. 10 points left. Still no assault and hold here from TwistedTootsy. It's like he's forgotten the ability exists, which he may in fact have. 9 points. He's running the point there neutral. His units are pinned down. Panther force hammering away at the church. Almost got it there. Machine gun evacuating there through the back entrance. Cromwell down to half health. We got 9 versus 56. Eastern point abandoned. Sectioning up there. Could try and grab with raid operation again if he's quick there. Section the sabotage through the center there. Storm's going for the west again. Could grab the machine and then clear it out. Possibly. If he were to use assault and hold, he could definitely do it. But again, TwistedTootsy just seems to really not think this will be got. Tactical advance here. More storms are arriving. Machine gun down. Panthers in the east being overwhelmed. Bang grenade off. Geballte Ladnung. Thrown a bit too quickly. Almost got the western point. There we got 8 versus 56. Everything's in the balance here. TwistedTootsy armor is heavily damaged. He's forced to rush it all up. Panthers in the east are being overwhelmed. Need to retreat now. Got a section. And there you go. Raid operation here from IncaUna. You can see that just rapidly decaps it and grabs it. Thumbs up there to IncaUna for using the ability when it matters. Meanwhile, TwistedTootsy is not. And again, his would also just mean his infantry could fight harder. Like, he probably would have won this engagement if he had that ability active. Might be just stress. Frustration. Either way, though, he's definitely, I think, overlooking some potential ability to win against his opponent, which is unfortunate. But again, great for IncaUna. 3 points left. Storms moving up. Entertain takes out the Panther 4. And there you go. Finally. Right before he loses. He remembers the abilities exist. And GG, game over. Bit too late there. But that way, GG, game over. Brutal fight that almost lasted an entire hour here on Arnhem Checkpoint. TwistedTootsy was in the lead, then he kind of threw it away, then he slowly climbed way back and still managed to kind of slip it through his fingers and forgot about assault and hold until the very end. He used his abilities better, just flanked a bit more, plus not for some of his tanks. I think he'd be in a much better position to win. IncaUna, meanwhile, she stopped them and throwing so much manpower. I think if he used his resources better, he'd also be in a much better position versus TwistedTootsy. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for another episode.